Hello, Spinning94 here, and today we're bringing you a battle against Gabi, who's running a pretty intimidating team. This is my new team I've put together. It's a mix of old and new Pokémon, and basically this is the first match I ever had with this team, and god, this was definitely a good warm-up match to get you used to using this team. I mean, Mega Matachan's what I built this team around, and I must admit, very hit and miss. I've lost a lot of matches, just got a high jump kick missing, but we'll give it a go. Anyway, talking to Mega Matachan, that is what I decide to lead the battle off with. So I go straight for the Mega Evolution and basically slap this Garchomp in the face with a Fake Out, and well, after this damage here, I mean, I get a critical hit right from the start, and that's a good chunk of damage, seeing the power of Mega Matachan here. But there's the rough skin, and leftovers, I'm thinking, oh, this is a defensive Garchomp. Haven't versed one of these, I don't think ever, so I wasn't sure whether a high jump kick could kill, and I didn't really want to take that kind of a risky play right at the beginning. So I go into Hugs and Tugs, which is my Ferrothorn here, as they go for an Earthquake, which does a good chunk of damage to Ferrothorn actually, considering this is defensive. I was guessing a more defensive chomp, but this Ferrothorn actually has a lot more in special defense and defense. So it goes for the Horn Claws here as I decide, okay, I want to set up the Leechies. I should do. So I've got the Leechies set up on this Garchomp, so this thing's, it's not too much of a threat, but the Horn Claws is quite scary. I mean, I'm thinking Horn Claws, this thing could have Fire Blast, because I know some people like to increase the attack and increase accuracy, then go for a Fire Blast to completely catch people off guard. So it goes for another Horn Claws as well, so I'm starting to get a little, rather intimidated by this as I decide to go and set up the Stealth Rock, so I didn't see a Rapid Spinner on this team inevitably. So with some more Lefties recovery, but the Leechies is going to cancel that out, because I believe I can't remember if Leech Seed 1/16 or 1/8 of the health, so either way it cancelled out the leftovers. So she goes to a gut-bloody substitute here, and I'm thinking, oh god, I am so glad I went for the Gyro Ball here, because I was thinking of going for a Protect just in case the Fire Blast happened. So thankfully, the substitute does end up going, and some more Lefties recovery, and I'm reckoning, okay, I've got enough damage to break the sub, so after Leech's damage, maybe another Gyro Ball can take this thing out, even if it is defensive enough. So back at full health here, and goes for an Earthquake, which does a huge chunk of damage to me after +2, as I go for the Gyro Ball, and I believe I finish off the Garchomp here, which thankfully I do. So this thing was looking quite scary actually. Thank you Hugs and Tugs for getting rid of this thing. So she goes into the Charizard, and I'm thinking, oh hell, but takes a good chunk of damage from the Stealth Rock, so I'm really glad I got them up, as this thing decided to evolve into Mega Evolution Y. So I didn't want to switch out here. I thought, well, Ferrothorn's kind of done his job, as the Drought is inevitably set up, and I decided to go for the Leech Seed, as it goes for Roost here, which is a good play, predicting me to obviously go for a switch and get the health back up. So I go for the Leechies just to get some kind of damage going on this thing, and basically after Leechies I'm going to get a good chunk of health here. Good chunk of health back, but obviously not enough to take a Fire move. So I decided to go for the Protect, scouting for the inevitable Fire move, but she goes for Roost again, either predicting my Protect or just, wanting to make sure they're nice and healthy, making sure I've got nothing that can damage this thing, because I do believe Ferrothorns can carry Rock Slide. So obviously me not want to switch into anything into a Megazord Y, she does inevitably go for the Heat Wave and completely destroys Hugs and Tugs. So that's a shame. Hugs and Tugs wanted to do a little bit more damage, but I really can't complain too much. So I go into my new 40% Fluffy, which I do quite like this thing as a sweeping set. As I, of course, don't outspeed this thing because I'm a non-destinated one, I decide to go for the Discharge, and that absolutely destroys this thing. I mean, this thing's max attack and the critical hit. I don't know whether the critical hit helped or not, but I'm sure it didn't matter too much. So she goes into the Superior, which is definitely going to outspeed me, but thankfully I do have Prankster, so I'm inevitably able to get a Thunder Wave up on this thing and basically shut it down, so it's nowhere near as much as a threat now. But you just get the Leaf Storm off, which is +2. I mean, now it's a nice chunk of damage here, so I'm not looking forward to fighting this thing. But at least the Paralyze is going to end up, doing a great chunk of damage. So I go into the Finger here, which is my Clefable here, and I go for the Ice Beam, and I should have went for the Flamethrower. I don't know whether Drought was still up. The Flamethrower definitely would have wrecked this thing, but obviously the Ice Beam was more than enough to do the job, so I'm really glad I got this Paralyze off. So incoming Scissor here, and she does make a really good play here and decides to go for the Protect. So obviously, I mean, this Finger does kind of the Flamethrower, just to deal with Scissor, because Scissor's quite common. So Bullet Punch hits me. I don't die from it, thankfully. I do have some defensive investments, which I'm glad I chucked in, as I hit me with the Flamethrower and completely annihilate this Scissor. So, rock, paper, scissors, you are out. And in comes this Terrakion here, and I'm thinking, okay, what is this? These are usually banded off Scarf, and as I see Retaliate, and I am so glad the Finger was nearly dead there anyway, because I would not like to be hit by a Retaliate off Terrakion, as I go into Whitebeard here, this inevitable beast. So she goes to the close combat, and I do live that, and that was a critical hit as well. So I am showing I am definitely max defense, max health, as I do go for a Scald and completely wreck this Terrakion. And I get another critical hit. This critical hit's all over the place in this match. It's a pretty critical battlefield out here. So I get some more leftovers recovery, as Whitebeard's going to recover that up nicely, and she goes into a Heal Whisk, which I believe is her last Pokemon. So this Helios decides to hit me up with a Thunderbolt here, and Whitebeard's going to get completely wrecked by that because I had no special defensive investment at all, so goodbye Whitebeard. But this thing's a bit of a threat. The speed, it does outspeed my Mega Metachan, and I think it could possibly one-hit KO, so she goes to go to the Thunderbolt here. I don't take too much damage from that car, I'm a Shuckle, and I go for the Infestation. So between the Infestation and Life Orb damage, I've pretty much got this game locked down. And I believe she just decide to... I do believe she forfeits the match after this turn or another turn, something like that. Yep, and that she does. So thank you for watching this battle. If you want to see more of these, feel free to like, subscribe, and all that. Also, I'd like you to comment, give me a comment during the audio. Do you think the audio quality's improved? Because I do have a new microphone, so I just want to check if you think the quality's a hell of a lot better or worse or whatever. Just all that stuff. Anyway, thank you for tuning in, and I hope you all have a nice day.